What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with another Dragon Ball Super deck profile. I know we said that we were going to have one every single day of the week this week, but some work-related things kind of got in the way of that, so I apologize for that. We should be able to have one up. This one will probably go up late tonight, and then we'll have one up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and all throughout next week as well. I've made sure to try and get everything taken care of so that we got you guys taken care of. And a lot of people have been asking me for my takes on different decks, different leaders, and it's been hard to keep up with all of that. So we've been doing playtesting with stuff here and there and trying to get an idea for our own personal feel for decks like this one. And we had a lot of people asking about our personal take on the announcer leader.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience!
Which, to me, is a really interesting leader. I like that he has the permanent where he treats all World Tournament cards as if they had no specified cost, kind of like the Warrior Universe 7 traits that we got from the Tournament of Power. However, I don't particularly like his other permanent that says you cannot include non-World Tournament battle cards in your deck. That severely limits your deck building options and even further limits your side deck options, which I really don't like. He does have a nice ability once per turn when you play a World Tournament battle card, you draw a card. I don't know why it specifies World Tournament because you can't play non-World Tournament battle cards, but okay, they've been weird with their weird wording before. And then he is one of those beautiful leaders that gets on tap 2 when he awakens into the Referee Veteran.
And now, the first match of the tournament!
Now, this side, when he attacks, he draws a card, so it's not just whenever you play a battle card once per turn. And his activate main is kind of gimmicky, but really useful at the same time when you're going for game. Choose up to 2 of your battle cards with World Tournament. Again, you can't run non-World Tournament, but that's just nitpicking. They gain 5,000 power for the duration of the turn, and you negate the skill for the duration of the game. So it's really nice to be able to slap that bonus on there at the end of your what should be your final turn when you were just going all in and trying to just murder your opponent. If it fails, well, then your announcer's still going to draw you a card on the next turn, but every other leader does that too, so he really loses his luster there. I think his unawakened side is better, but both sides have value. First up, of course, it wouldn't be an announcer deck if we didn't play the announcer himself, Ever Curious.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
He's a 1-drop, 1,000 power. When you play this card, if your leader card's World Tournament, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose a World Tournament among them, and add it to your hand. You can add any battle card because they're all World Tournament cards. Because the leader says you can't not run World Tournament battle cards. Then we also play my personal favorite version of the announcer, the Majin Buu Saga announcer, the play-by-play pro.
It's time to go, go, go! Are you ready for the big show? Yeah! Then allow me to introduce the fighters!
He's also a 1-drop, 1,000, but he's a counterattack. If your leader card is Word Tournament, negate the attack and play this card. So you basically play it for 1 energy for any color because it's a black card. And during your turn when you play this card, if there are 2 or more World Tournament battle cards other than this card, you draw 2 cards. So you play him, draw 2 cards. If he's the first battle card you played in a turn, you draw the 3rd card off the announcer's unawakened side. And then, just because this is one of my favorite cards to play at the very beginning of a match, we ran 4 Trading Blows Son Goku. He's a 1-drop, 5,000 power that says when you play this card, if your leader is World Tournament, and your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places it in the drop area. Well, if you're going first, they're going to have 6 cards. If you're going second, there's still a chance that they might have 5 or more cards. It all depends on what they're going to play. Most decks right now, their first objective is to play a card that's going to search a card or draw a card, and either way, that's going to leave them at still 5 or more cards in hand. Up next, we have the first of our combo pairs, and probably one of the best combos that came out of the World Tournament set. Test of Strength, Son Goku, and Oob.
Goku will take on Oob!
Now, of course, my camera hates this foiling, so it's not going to show up clear on here. But they're both 3-drop 15,000s. Test of Strength Son Goku is a double strike that says, when you play this card, if your leader's World Tournament, you may choose a Test of Strength Oob from your hand and play it. If you do so, both that card and this card gain 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. While Oob has critical And it says, when you play this card, if Test of Strength Son Goku is in play in your battle area, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with 2,000 or less power and place them at the bottom of the owner's decks. So, you drop the Goku on turn 3, or when you get to 3 energy, drop the Oob, bust their stuff back to the bottom of the deck. So not only does it not help fuel their Overwhelm, it doesn't help fuel Sparking, it doesn't add them to their hands so they can play them again, charge them, combo, discard, whatever. So it's a nice way to do that. And then you've got a 20,000 crit and a 20,000 double strike coming at your opponent. And even if you choose not to attack them directly, you can just attack their battle cards. And that's a decent little power boost for turn 3 to be able to go both of those out and start wrecking your opponent's board. Now, instead of doing the red Goku and Vegeta combo like most, if not all of the other announcer decks, I went ahead and went with one of my personal favorites, which is Fateful Reunion, Son Goku, and Chi-Chi.
Goku versus Anonymous.
Now, this combo is a little different, and unfortunately they don't play each other like the Goku and the Vegeta or like the Goku and the Oob. Fateful Reunion Chi-Chi is a 2-drop 10,000 with Barrier that says, when Fateful Reunion Son Goku is played in your battle area, choose this card and one of your Fateful Reunion Son Gokus. They gain 5,000 power for the duration of the turn, then draw 1 card. Now, Fateful Reunion Son Goku says that he has Double Strike, and when you play this card, if Chi-Chi is in play in your battle area, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, KO it, and this card gains 10,000 power for the duration of the turn. So, ideally, you're going to play the Chi-Chi. She's going to hopefully sit there and not get attacked by something that can attack battle cards in active mode or get around Barrier, and hopefully you have something to defend her otherwise. Then you're going to play the Goku. The Goku's going to come into play. They're both going to gain 10,000 from Chi-Chi, and then Goku's going to gain another 10,000. So Chi-Chi becomes 20,000, and you draw a card off her. Goku becomes 40,000, and he's got Double Strike. Even without Double Strike, you're swinging pretty hard with 40,000 at any battle card your opponent has. Now, the way I like to play this combo is to have, if you can, at least 2 Chi-Chis in play. That way both effects trigger, draw 2 cards off of it, and make Goku 50,000 power. Honestly, I love the art on this combo so much, and I feel like it has bigger potential than most people give it credit for. The problem is they don't play each other like Goku Oob, and they don't play each other like Goku Vegeta, which free cards is just, it's so much better. As much as I don't want to admit it, it'd be stupid not to. But I don't think that means all the other combos are bad cards. Then we, of course, run 4, top of his game, Son Gohan. He's our super combo. And 4 of his secret girlfriend, Heroic Duo Videl. She's a 1-cost 1,000, also a counterattack, such as the play-by-play pro announcer. And she also has a second ability. If you have Heroic Duo Son Gohan in play, she gains 9,000 power during your turn. But we don't play that Gohan, just because our deck is trying to do other things, and we don't have 2 energy to waste on the Gohan. Then, one of the best support cards in the entire set for the announcer is the World Tournament Arena. It's a free, 0-cost field card that says activate main, switch this card to rest mode. If your leader card is announcer, choose up to 2 of your battle cards with the World Tournament in them. Again, you can't not. I'll stop. They both gain 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. And so you can play it, use the effect, play another one, use the effect. You keep stacking them, and they'll keep all those power boosts. It's a great way to boost your cards for the final attack with those and the announcer leader's ability to get a massive amount of damage when you're pushing for game. Now, the last 10 cards are less about the strategy of the deck and more just a little tech. These would be our third and final combo cards. Marshall, Meisters, Master Roshi, and Master Shin.
You'd better stay out of my way! We're not turning tail for you or anyone!
They're both 1-drop, 6,000 power. They both have Barrier. And they both say activate main once per turn. Choose the other Marshall Meister in your battle area. Switch it to rest mode. Draw a card. So if you have them both in play, you can switch them both to rest mode. And basically you're drawing 2 cards. Not a super big deal. It does give us a 1-drop we could play if we chose to go this route. If we really needed to. If our hand was bad enough and we didn't draw one of the Goku or one of the 8 announcers. But they're mainly in here because colors don't really matter much because of the leader's ability. And it's nice to have yellow cards in the deck because then it lets us play cards like Crusher Ball. Now, we run 4 Crusher Balls in this deck simply because of the fact that Crusher Ball is an extremely good card already and has become an even better card as of late. Your opponent plays Demigra, Crusher Ball. Your opponent plays Fu, Crusher Ball. Your opponent plays that big-ass mirror that gains like 70,000 power, Crusher Ball. Or if they play any of the other big boss monsters that, of course, don't have Deflect, cough, cough, Gogeta, then this is one of the best ways to shut your opponent down. I actually watched a match recently where an opponent's 10-drop Fu got Crusher Balled and just went away. Sure, it negated the other player's skills for their next turn, but it made their opponent waste all their overrun potential and waste that Fu and leave them with pretty much nothing to defend themselves. So I think Crusher Ball is an outstanding card, and it's easily still one of the best counter cards in the game. Now, options for side decks, you're really limited because, again, like I said, you have to run nothing but World Tournament battle cards. So, like, you can't run Overrealm, you can't be cheeky and put in Emperor Pilaf, none of that shit, which sucks. But there's not really anything you can do about it. So, your side deck, for the most part, you might tech in a few things here or there. Like, you could tech in the Gohan that goes with the Heroic Duo Videl, and it's a 2-drop that KOs cards, but I don't feel that's necessary just because you've got the Goku Oob combo, and that gets rid of 2 cards and plays 2 cards. So I don't know. I feel like that one's better. And the Videl is perfectly fine not attacking, just being combo fodder anyways. But because you can run all these colors in Announcer and not have it affect the way your deck plays, it also allows you to side any type of... It also allows you to side any color extra cards. So you could side things like Mafuba, you could side Whis' Coercion, or any of the negate cards. You could side Sensu Beans, you could side Father-Son Kamehameha. There's just so many options, but at the same time, your options are still very limited because of the leader. But if I'm being honest, the Announcer deck is fun, and I do like having the ability to run all the different colors together. I still believe, though, that while the Announcer's leader abilities are unique and both sides are very good in their own respect, I feel like the Announcer is a harder leader to play creatively, because you're so limited on what you can play, and all the lists are pretty stable, which, of course, all the lists are pretty stable anyways when it comes to leaders that are considered top tier, because everybody just builds the same deck and then they attempt to autopilot it. And some decks can autopilot. Some decks can't, and then people wonder why they lost to the deck they've never played with. But that's going to do it for this deck profile. I know a lot of people are probably not a big fan of the Goku Chi-Chi combo, but I personally like it, and it's a lot more fun to play than just playing the same damn thing that you see anytime you play an opponent playing the Announcer leader. So, let me know what you guys think of the deck. Let me know how you guys play the Announcer, and any creative ways that you figured out how to play it besides running just the staple list that was doing well at regionals over the past month. But if you liked this video, if you liked our own little personal twist on the Announcer deck, make sure you hit that like button down below for us. You know, we appreciate the support. We appreciate all of our subscribers as well. We are so close to hitting 1,300 now, and I know Dragon Ball content has died off a little bit because there haven't been really any reveals to do. We could still do a reveal for the secret rare, but in all honesty, aside from the fact that Bandai is pretty much doing that anyways with their social media post, and the fact that the card itself has already been spoiled online as well, I don't know that there's really a reason to do it. But once they start doing stuff for set 6, which is all about that Brawly movie, we are going to have a ton of reveals for you guys, And I just personally hope that there's a lot of older Saiyan support, like Raditz, Nappa, Bardock, and King Vegeta. But we're going to go ahead and get the frig out of here now, so we'll see you guys in the next video.